Good afternoon. I don't know all the information that's already been covered by Chief Aldridge, but we were called here a little before noon for a building fire here at the warehouse, the Walmart warehouse on All Points Parkway. Our crews were here within 3 minutes. They actually happened to be in the area training in a neighboring facility. They were within 3 minutes, found heavy smoke and fire conditions inside the warehouse, immediately reported zero visibility. We fought the fire for about a half an hour before it got well ahead of us, and we had to pull all crews out. And ever since then, that's been probably 12:45, roughly. We went defensive. We've taken a defensive stance since then. All people are accounted for. That includes firefighters and employees of Walmart. They're working on reunification stuff now with the Walmart employees. The most employees have their belongings inside the buildings, which is cell phones and keys and all that stuff. So it's taking some time for them to make phone calls to loved ones, let them know they are safe, and they're being released from here as they can. I think there's teams working on that now. All firefighters are accounted for. We did have a Mayday situation around 12:45. 2 firefighters were unaccounted for a matter of a few minutes. We rectified that rather quickly. They were located and everybody exited safely. That's when we switched to a defensive operation. Right now we're expecting this to be quite an operation for several hours. We've got about 12 agencies here assisting us. Neighboring fire departments are assisting us. I think there's 12 of those here now. We've got every major resource you can ask for here. IDEM is en route to monitor air quality. For now, if you're in the plume or in the area, shelter in place or evacuate if you're already outside or something. But shelter in place, stay out of that. We will start monitoring air quality here shortly, and we'll give updates as we can on that.
Clearly, you're just still in the middle of this battle, but we've heard a lot of explosions. The fire has been very intense. The smoke has been very dark and thick. Any idea what may have sparked this, what we're hearing, what's happening inside there?
No idea at the moment what started it. We know there was fire on a third floor mezzanine area when we arrived. Obviously, this is a distribution center for Walmart, heavy contents, right? So,
what is a mezzanine area?
It's racking. They have racking in different levels of storage, multiple levels of storage, and that was on the third floor. And we have no idea what started at the moment. Once we can get in there, we might have a better idea. But as I said earlier, every major resource we can ask for is here. ATF is here, IDEM is here, EMA is here, the State Fire Marshal's office is here, and it'll take quite some time to first of all bring this fire under control and then get it cool enough where we can get inside and investigate and even think about what might happen. We have not did employee interviews with Walmart. We've barely had time to talk to our own employees to see what they encountered once they were inside. But I'm estimating this is going to take it'll be another 24-hour operation at least to get this completely put out. We're going to be here for quite some time.
So did you guys start fighting it inside then, and you had to evacuate?
Yes, all fire when we got here was located inside. Okay. It grew exponentially after we got here.
So the fact that nobody was hurt has got to be, when we look at this, and we know no one was hurt, including your personnel.
Absolutely. A few tense minutes there when it took off from something we were getting a hand on to got ahead of us. It was a few tense minutes, but once we realized everybody was safe, some confusion with the Walmart staff. They're dealing with 1,000 employees in there. They have accountability systems in place, but that just takes a while, right? So once we got all that under control, found out everybody was safe, we focused our efforts on trying to just contain it where it is, and that's exactly what we're doing now. We're trying to leave it where it is right now. There's no reason to think it's going to expand to any other structures or buildings or neighboring neighborhoods or stuff. We have all the appropriate resources here. There is a water issue. We've been pumping a lot of water for 3 hours now, or I don't even know what time it is, but we've been using a lot of water. We can't sustain that long term. So we're going to have to cut back on our operations here, water consumption here. So we'll still have water for other places. So you may see additional fire trucks showing up. Those are to transport water in and out, which is going to slow our operations down.
You said there was, you said you're not sure what started. Any idea what's been fueling this? Chemicals, lithium ion, that sort of thing?
It's a Walmart distribution center. So the best I can tell you is if you can think of it, it is probably there. A lot of the noises and stuff you hear, yes, they're described as explosion, but it's the semi-truck tires and stuff that are becoming overheated and rupturing. No hazard right now to anybody locally.
Some other fire crews have talked about, at least online, you're seeing a lot of people with stuff raining down on them from this big plume of smoke, and they're warning people, don't touch that. I guess, can you reiterate what people should do if they're having debris fall in their yard?
Right now, if you're having debris fall in your yard, obviously stay away from it. If you think it's an emergency or going to cause a hazard or spread to something, obviously call 911 we'll send the closest available resource over to investigate that. But for now, just stay away from it. As I said earlier, if you're in the plume or you're near this area, best thing you do is shelter in place. Please avoid the area. Lots of resources here. I'm estimating roughly 180 to 200 firefighters are here now currently. Give them room to work. We just need people to stay out of the area. Yes, it is quite the sight to see, but please stay away from this area.
Chief, are you concerned about not having enough water to fight this?
We will have to decrease our operations here soon due to water. We're looking at additional options. There is locally a pond that we can use some water out of. We're exploring every option right now, but we are going to have to slow down our operations here soon due to water consumption.
Are there any
harmed? There was a lot of semis that were on fire over there. Are those like trucker semis? Were people's cars damaged?
Right now, I can't elaborate on that. I can tell you that everything that was in the structure or attached to the structure, such as a shipping trailer or whatever, is going to be a complete loss when this is said and done. But outside of that, I don't know.
Any comments from Walmart yet? Heard from that at all yet?
I've spoke to Walmart. Their media relations team hopefully will be reaching out. I think don't quote me on all this, but there's a website you can go to. That Walmart's website has the media relations stuff. You can contact them there. I'm sure they will have a representative here soon. They will be able to release an official statement from them. But as I can tell you right now, all of their employees are safe, and they're working on reunification efforts.
Are you concerned at all that this is arson, Chief?
I have no idea how this may have started, and that's going to take days or weeks to even think about.
You said this is going to be about a 24-hour operation. How long should people in this area continue to shelter in place or stay away if they were outside?
Right now, I don't have an answer to that. In another 2 hours, we'll know how much we have under control, and it'll look better I'll have a better outcome for your answer here after a bit.
And you're clearly making sure people stay inside so that they can breathe, air
Yes,
that is clean.
right now
Is
we
there
don't know
any
anything about the air
concern?
quality, and we're not going to comment whether it's safe or not until we get some testing equipment and stuff here. And once we get all that done, we'll most certainly be giving updates throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening here. So,
Are we 100% certain that all employees are accounted for?
all firefighters are accounted for. As Walmart has expressed to me, all of their associates are accounted for as well.
Did the wind contribute to this spreading at all?
I think the main contributor to the spreading is the heavy contents of the structure. That building is full of contents from floor to ceiling, multiple levels. Once that fire gets ahead of us, it's a tough one to contain.
Any idea that, I'm assuming this building was equipped with a fire suppression system. Any idea how that played a role or if that got overwhelmed too quickly?
Yes, this building is equipped with a state-of-the-art advanced warning system that detects the smoke and everything else. It was functioning when we got here, but first impression is it got overwhelmed with the amount of stuff in the building. But that's something we'll look into, and we'll go from there. Have a good answer for you.
Were you first notified of the fire by a 911 call or by a smoke alarm, or what was that first notification?
I do not know what the first notification was. I do know that their alarm system did activate. Our 911 center did receive calls from their alarm monitoring, but I believe it was an associate that made the first phone call, and they do have some associates here that I think attempted to put the fire out, but they said it was well involved by the time they got to it and pretty deep into the storage components and stuff, and they just weren't able to access it. They didn't do any good efforts.
Hendricks County 911 is reporting very heavy call volume. That's kind of interfering with their ability to respond to other emergency calls. What advice would you have to somebody else who's trying to reach emergency services?
Right now, I don't foresee any delay in the 911 system here in Hendricks County. Yes, we have maxed our resources, but we're calling on neighbors to backfill our stations and communities, and that's what we do in the fire service. We have plans for events such as this. We just don't have to activate them very often. So we're testing our plan today, and so far we're in good shape. We appreciate it. As I said, there's 12 other agencies here assisting us right now, and we appreciate all the assistance we're getting.
Okay, so I'll have another update here in a little while, guys. I'm going to get that Walmart information for you, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.